Russia has the largest stockpile of nuclear weapons in the world, and experts say it holds 10 times more tactical nuclear weapons than the United States. In March 2018, Russian President Vladimir Putin unveiled an array of new weapons, saying they could hit almost any point in the world and not be intercepted. Now that Putin is suffering military losses in Ukraine, he has threatened to use any means at his disposal to defend Russia. On Tuesday, the White House responded to unconfirmed reports that Russia may be moving nuclear weapons toward the border with Ukraine.
We take any nuclear weapons or nuclear saber-rattling very seriously here, but I do want to say, that we have not seen any reason to adjust our own strategic nuclear posture, nor do we have indication that Russia is preparing to imminently use nuclear weapons.
In the face of military losses, Russia announced a mobilization that has caused hundreds of thousands of Russians to flee the country. National security expert Mitchell Wallerstein says if Putin were to use nuclear weapons, he would break a long-time taboo.
Were he to do so, this would be crossing a red line that no country has crossed since World War II. And the concern is that as he is increasingly cornered and finds that he has limited options, that he might try to use a small tactical nuclear weapon, much smaller probably than the ones that were used in Hiroshima and Nagasaki, to basically either to try to decapitate the Ukrainian regime in Kyiv, or to simply do a demonstration to say, look, this is what I can do.
Other experts are also concerned. James Acton is co-director of the Nuclear Policy Program at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace.
I think if this war goes in a very bad direction for Putin, I think if he's faced with a catastrophic military defeat, if his hold on power looks in jeopardy, if the Russian economy looks on the brink of collapse, then I can't rule out the possibility of Russia using nuclear weapons. I don't think it's that likely, but I think it's more likely now than at any time since the end of the Cold War, for sure.
Acton says he believes that, despite his bravado, Putin does not think he can use nuclear weapons to win the war against Ukraine.
The goal is to terrify Ukraine, its Western backers, the United States in particular, that the threat of further escalation, the threat of a even worse all-out nuclear war, could terrify them into backing down, into suing for peace, into making concessions, into giving Putin a face-saving way out.
Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky says his forces are making rapid gains, retaking dozens of villages in eastern and southern Ukraine. Russia's defense ministry has conceded that Russian forces have retreated in the face of Ukraine's counteroffensive. Nuclear experts tell VOA that were Putin to move nuclear weapons closer to Ukraine, the U.S. would know about it. Cindy Saine, VOA News.